Crucial elections are coming up in Europe which could have major impacts on the EU. The most important ones will take place in France and Germany. Since Euranet Plus opened an office in Brussels, our team has talked to several of the candidates about the challenges that the EU is facing today. Migration is one challenge that clearly will be one of the main topics in both elections. In Germany, former EU Parliament President Martin Schulz is running against Angela Merkel. This is his take on how to solve the migration crisis.
The precondition is that we have a sharing of quotas between the 28 member states of the European Union. I'm here in this house since 20 years. I was in my first mandate the spokesman of my group for the item. If I replace the date I could held my speeches 20 years ago today, nothing has developed.
And still today, after another 2 years, nothing has changed. The EU relocation scheme to share the responsibility of taking in migrants across all member states is a major failure. In the French election, the independent candidate Emmanuel Macron has gone from outsider to real contender for the presidency, being second in the polls behind Marine Le Pen. Macron is the most pro-European of the French candidates, but even so, in a debate with Euranet Plus member BFM Business, he argued that the EU should give his country some slack on how to deal with its economic deficits. Because if France was to be pushed into more austerity, it would only benefit the extreme right and Marine Le Pen.
Aucune économie de ce continent n'a fait ce que la France est en train de faire. Et à chaque fois qu'on va dans le sens qui consiste à dire « vous n'allez pas assez loin », d'avoir en quelque sorte une approche qui ne serait que par le chiffre, sans regarder d'où on vient, sans regarder la dynamique, sans regarder l'anémie de la croissance européenne, eh bien, on fait le jeu des populismes.
Le Pen has in turn had her own personal financial difficulties. She's been asked to pay back more than 300,000 euros after having used money from the European Parliament to pay for a bodyguard and an assistant who didn't actually work in the Parliament but in France. When Euranet Plus talked with Le Pen about the work and the pay of her assistants, she argued that it did work very hard.
Sur l'enveloppe des assistants, faut dire qu'il y a énormément de travail, faut être honnête. Et quand on n'est pas dans un groupe comme c'est notre cas, le travail est évidemment démultiplié. Car dans un groupe, il y a une sorte de communautarisation des moyens des députés qui leur permet de travailler correctement. Quand on est non inscrit, c'est extrêmement difficile d'être présent sur tous les dossiers.
In addition, the European Parliament decided this week to lift Le Pen's parliamentary immunity due to tweets she made in 2015 of executions made by the terror organization Daesh. This could add to her financial problems, as it opens the door for criminal prosecution and fines up to 75,000 euros. The French will cast their votes in April and May, the Germans in September. Whatever the outcome, both elections could shape the future of the whole EU.